So it's 2021, we live in an age where everything is accepted and tolerant, where fat leftist white women wear gorilla masks to attack black people to fight racism, and where men can get pregnant. Until it doesn't fit the narrative, of course, then only women can get pregnant. Look, this makes perfect sense. It's not the culmination of allowing woke white women to run amok, unchecked with their ideas that are complete nonsense, and contradict each and every one of them. To say something like that would be very transphobic and racist, probably. And the trans society has been fully accepted, and of course, trans women can have children and are real women, just only until whore's right to abortion is jeopardized. Online, the turning trans thing has been very popular grift for some content makers when they start losing their audience because everything started to hate their repetitive content and switched off. So instead of fixing a problem, they can just say they're trans in the most remarkably low effort way in an attempt to get an attention and more views. But this has slowly been appearing in real life as well. Just this Olympics, we had the first openly transgender weightlifter competing in the Olympics. And despite some of the women's concerns, very bigoted concerns might I add, Laurel Hubbard, who previously lived as Gavin, was a really shitty male weightlifter as well. In fact, was so pathetic. As Laurel, they couldn't even lift the starting weight for the girls and crashed out without registering a lift, which was very funny. So you might say, this is hilarious. More men should do this and start dominating women's sports. That would be the funniest thing of all time. No one's getting hurt. Hoes are mad. This is very funny comedy, right? But today's story isn't quite as harmless. So today, the first openly transgender, but not the actual first, MMA fighter Alana McLaughlin won their debut fight against Celine, a petite female MMA fighter, by choking her out. Well, you've seen Celine in that picture there. I suppose you think this is a feminine transgender person and evenly matched, yeah? Well, let me put those thoughts to bed and show you what the ex-US Special Forces, Elena, looked like before the transition. Oh wow, he's jacked and full of testosterone, isn't he? I suppose he's turned into a full woman now, seeing his gender is just an idea and everyone can just morph into whatever they want just by thinking about it. Let's look at them now. Oh wow, they're still jacked. And look at his opponent next to him. The size difference is huge. It's almost like men's bones are thicker and stronger because they grew being fueled by testosterone, isn't it? But that would be a very white supremacist thing to say. I couldn't possibly say that, nor am I saying that. I remember when I said he wasn't the first transgender MMA fighter. Well, that mantle goes to a dude called Fallon, who didn't tell anyone they were born a man and started beating the shit out of women in the octagon, fracturing women's skulls until it was found out they were actually trans and were banned. And in his pre-match interview, Elena says this: I want to pick up the mantle that Fallon put down. Right now, I'm following in Fallon's footsteps. I'm just another step along the way, and it's my great hope there are more to follow behind me. Following in the footsteps of a man who beat the shit out of women by deception. Not sure that's something to aspire to, my dude. I know they're very annoying at times, but to make a career out of beating them up is kind of strange. Anyway, that's it for today's video. Don't forget to like and share the video and subscribe to see more content like this. Thanks, bye.